I've got some plans for us. Tell me your deepest fantasies.
What do you say we knock back a few and see where the night takes us?
What's up, everyone? Belligerent here with a little fun one for y'all. Let's talk about the top 5 companions. Now, this is my list, not your list. This is my list. I'm going to tell you what I think, who I think are the top 5 companions. And honestly, it's more from the perspective of probably more of like the top 5 clans. But because the companions represent the entire clan, right? Leveling the intimacy on a companion increases the clan trait. You can get both the male and the female champion from the companion. So the companion to me represents the clan. And so we're going to kind of take a look at what I think are the top 5 clans based on everything that the clan offers. Now, this is not going to be the same as like my champion tier list, because we're not looking at just the champions. There's more to it that I'm taking into account for this. Now, there's lots of different ways you can look at it. Your list may differ from my list. This list is also not going to be the order that I think you should get these companions and level these companions. It's just which clans do I think offers the most to your account, to your gameplay, to your team. So let's jump into this. All right, so a couple honorable mentions before we jump in the list. There's a couple that I felt deserved an honorable mention, but they're not quite top 5. So let's talk about those. The first one on my honorable mentions list is going to be Fulger. Fulger, I think, is a very strong clan. Both champions are strong. Male Fulger is kind of the top farmer. Not kind of. He is the top farmer in the red district. But what kept them out of my top 5 is the clan trait is not something that you need to farm from the companion. So you don't need to level up the companion. You don't need to farm it because you only need one of them. You don't get a lot of benefit from the companion. Now, their fodder is hard to get, so that's why I kind of gave it an honorable mention. Both champions are really strong. And the other thing that kept them off of my list is that it takes 60 companion favors, makes it very difficult to get the companion. So just outside the top 5, but an honorable mention nonetheless. All right, next on my honorable mention list is Devala. Now, this one is short, sweet, to the point. Female Devala is one of the strongest champions in the game, and the only way that you're going to be able to develop her is if you got the companion during the event. If you didn't, then it's going to be kind of a struggle. Maybe you can piece it together if they include her in some of the future events, like they do some of the other new clans added to the game. But other than that, they add nothing. The companion is super hard to get, and if you didn't get it before the end of the Devala event, good luck getting it. That's obviously what kept her out of my top 5, but because of just how strong female Devala is, she deserves an honorable mention. So if you got her, props to you. Now let's jump into the top 5 companions on my list. All right, so coming in at number 5, we have Ignis. Now, Ignis made the top 5 for a few different reasons, one of which the companion is free for you to get as long as you completed the 7-day Ignis event when you first started your account. Ignis is one of the, if not the strongest mages in the game. And for my money, Pyro is one of the, if not the strongest team compositions. Just running Pyro on your entire team and letting Ignis blow everybody up. It is still the comp that I have been most impressed with while playing this game. So that is what got me to put Ignis into the top 5. The fact that she is so accessible. The fodder is very accessible because you get it from explorations a lot. And just the power of that clan trait. It's worth leveling up. She's worth leveling. The champion is worth leveling. Ignis is my number 5. All right, number 4 on my list is going to be Lionstone. Lionstone is still the most important champion. Female Lionstone, the most important champion in the game to have on your board. The fodder is hard to come by, but she needs to be there. She needs to be developed, and that's pretty much why the clan made the list, why the companion made the list, is because you have to have female Lionstone on your board. They don't offer a lot in terms of farmers. I think she's number 3 or 4 in the blue district. Ambitious is an interesting clan trait. I think it's usable. I think it could be used in some situations for some speed tuning, kind of late game when you're tweaking your comp. But for the most part, Lionstone makes the list because the champion is so important and needs to be developed. All right, coming in at number 3 on my list is going to be Tidestorm. This one probably throws some people for a loop. Tidestorm, why would Tidestorm be so high? Well, let's look at all of the things that the clan actually offers. Okay, male Tidestorm, top tier champion. He's very strong to play. He's great in boss comps. His male Tidestorm, I've always been a fan of male Tidestorm. If you watch my videos, you know that. Female Tidestorm is number 2, the second highest farmer in the blue district, which is a very difficult district to get farmers for, only behind Doom, who is a more difficult champion to get than Tidestorm. Plus, they're available in fodder. Plus, they're available as captives. So you can get them and develop them easily, quickly. And their clan trait also has kind of a niche use if you want to throw them on for some extra power. So Tidestorm comes in at number 3 on my list for all of those reasons. All right, number 2 on my list is going to be Trevaine, and by now everybody should know why. Trevaine is free. She is the first companion that you get and possibly the most important companion that you get. She should be the first companion that you're leveling to Mythic. She's going to become fodder for your marriages, fodder for all different types of traits and stuff like that. She's going to help you win might challenges. Agile is a top tier trait, and male Trevaine is the third highest farmer in the yellow district behind the 2 luxuriants. So Trevaine, number 2 on my list, by far one of the most important companions in the game. And finally, number 1 on my list is Yiv. Yiv clan, I think, is the most impactful clan in the entire game. Focused is the top trait in the entire game. You could argue between agile and focused. And male Yiv is a top tier champion. On my last tier list, I had him one of 3 of my S tier champions. Male Yiv is also one of the top tier farmers for the red district, just behind male Fulger. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, plus the companion is free, plus they're only a 2-star, so it's not a huge resource drain to make heirs, to raise heirs. Yivnian clan, number 1 clan. Let me know in the comments how you disagree, because I know some of you do. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Belligerent. Peace.